Hello, folks. Cody Gelhausen here. Squid's Picks on Twitter, obviously. Thank you for Pub Sports Radio for airing my videos. Here we are for episode 2 of Covering the Continent. But before we jump into it, like I said, Arsenal's going to be kicking off here in 9 minutes, actually, at this point. We have a banker bet on this one. Hopefully we pick up the banker bet. If not, Arsenal collect 3 points. That's what I'm looking for. Winner, one way or the other. So, just be a quick little video. Again, just wanted to give you guys my picks coming up here for tomorrow's matches. And we only have 2 plays this week. I scoured the matches. Not many matches on Saturday across Europe that I like. A lot of the big dogs playing, which is not what I'm looking for. But we're going to find a couple plays tomorrow in a couple different countries. So let's go ahead and get into it, First match that we're going to be looking at here is in Germany. We're going to Schwarzwald Stadion. It's SC Freiburg taking on Eintracht Frankfurt. Freiburg will host them. And this should be a match that sees a lot of goals. I am on both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at minus 120. You look at this Freiburg side, they have a lot of talent and a lot of young talent, which is what I really, really enjoy. They're a fun team to watch if you haven't given them a good look this year or a good gander. The most exciting player on this team, in my opinion, is the young German international Luca Waldschmidt. He should be back in action here after an injury. Again, U21 international. He was fantastic in the U21 Euros over the past summer. That's where he really made his name. He had a fantastic strike in the group stages. I'm sure you saw the rounds on YouTube or on Twitter. He scored 4 goals in 9 matches in the Bundesliga. He came out with an injury towards the end of October. He's been out for a week or 2 now and should be making his return. He's highly touted. I guarantee Freiburg could turn around and sell him for 30 million euro this summer or even in January. I don't think they will. Obviously, in January, they need their man as they're pushing for a Europa spot right now in Germany, which is pretty impressive for this side. If he can't go, it's not the biggest of worry for Freiburg. I mean, they have a backup, and he shares a lot of time, and Nils Pedersen, he'll lead the line as a 6'2 striker, once owned by Bayern Munich. He's found his form, especially with Waldschmidt being out. He's got 5 goals and 1 assist in 10 league matches this year. I don't think they're going to play them both at the same time. They tend to not do that, although they are a side that will tinker with the formation quite a bit, actually. They played a lot of 3 at the back, and then they've also been playing 4 at the back as well. But I think they're going to play that 4 at the back. They've been doing it for a few weeks now, and they've been successful. Fullback Christian Gunter is a fantastic player at getting forward with the ball. He reminds me a bit of the Liverpool center halves fullbacks. He's got 4 assists already in 10 matches so far this season, which is pretty incredible for a fullback outside of Liverpool. And their defense with Freiburg is pretty average. They've allowed 9 goals in 6 home matches, so I think there is a lot of room for Frankfurt, who are prolific at scoring goals. And that's kind of where we're going to move on now, is Eintracht Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt, when you think of them, you think of one thing, and that is scoring goals. They lost last year Luka Jovic to Real Madrid, Ante Rebic on loan to AC Milan, and then Sebastian Haller, of course, went to West Ham, that's best friend, who had a stinker of a day today. And they've replaced these players. I mean, they just rolled it right on over. They're still in great goal-scoring form. They bought a player from Porto, Goncalo Paciencia, who for 3.12 million, who had 6 goals and 2 assists in just 10 matches. He's been on fire, man. He's just filled that role. Young player, and he's just got the job done. They brought Andre Silva in from AC Milan, a little bit of a swap deal there for Rebic, and he's played, 4 different squads in 4 years now, and he seems to have found a little bit of a home here in Frankfurt. He's got 3 goals and an assist in 5 matches. So you have Bas Dost as well, kind of that third man to fill in those 3 leaving. He's been decent, scored 3 goals already this year for the side, but I can't imagine he'll be featuring here. But they've done a really good job of replacing these players. They push the ball forward through their midfield, most notably Filip Kostic, Serbian international who just came over from Hamburg in the summer. He has 4 assists and a goal in 9 league matches. So both of these teams are going to be looking to push up the pitch and gather their points. I don't think either team wants to walk away with 1. I think they both want 3. and that just screams out goals to me. Defending has much to be desired, even with the purchase of Hinteregger for Eintracht Frankfurt, who has 3 goals himself this year. But the defense as a whole has allowed 15 goals in 10 matches. Sorry, my cell phone's beeping. But yeah, I really think this is what we're going to see. Over 2.5, both teams to score. Frankfurt's last 8 away matches in the Bundesliga, both teams have scored. And over 2.5 goals have been seen in 14 of their last 15 matches in all competitions. I think there's a really good chance here that we're going to see over 2.5 and both teams to score again at -120. This is my favorite play of the 2 that I'm going to rock out. This is the only one on the board that really jumped out to me. The other one, we're getting a little bit tricky with it, and we're going to head over to Italia. Lazio are going to host Lecce at Stadio Olimpico, and Juve are going to host AC Milan at home as well. So we're going to rock with a parlay here, both teams on the money line at -139. Not great odds, but when you have 2 teams that I think will absolutely get it done, and you can get that at under -140, I think you go ahead and lock that in. That's what we're going to go ahead and do here. Lazio are 3-2-0 this season at home, scoring 15 goals in those 5 matches. Lecce have allowed 21 goals this season in the league. They're not a team to sit in either and just look for a point. They push way too far forward, and when you do that against a team like Lazio, who have absolutely just been burying teams with their goal-scoring form, I think that is big trouble. I think Lazio combined, home and away, have 22, 23 goals already this year, which is pretty incredible. They have the best goal scorer in Italy right now, in Circa Mobile. He has 13 goals in just 11 matches, and Luis Alberto is right behind him, feeding him the ball with 8 assists. I don't see any way Lazio drops this match at home. I really just don't see it. I think it could be a 3-1, 4-0, absolute beatdown. So that's the first leg of the parlay. Obviously, Juve at home, I think they're going to sit down and absolutely shit on AC Milan. AC Milan sit 14th in Serie A. They've been waffling back and forth with their performances. If you look at their away performances, it's lose, win, and those wins are against teams that are in the bottom 15 in the league, or bottom 5 in the league, I should say, 15th and back. So I think they are in an absolute fucking muddy water shitstorm walking into the Allianz at Juve. 7 straight matches AC Milan has lost to Juventus in all competitions dating back to 2017. Juve is just their big brother, maybe even call him Big Daddy at this point, because AC Milan have absolutely zero hope of walking in there and getting a point, in my opinion. They've allowed 2 or more goals in 6 of their most 8 recent matches in Serie A, and they've allowed 5 goals over the last 3 away, losing 2 of those. So over the last 3 matches, they've lost 2 and have been in dire form as far as keeping goals out of the net. Their defense is whack. Donnarumma can only do so much back there between the sticks. They have, a young pairing. I just don't think this is going to bode well for them when you have Cristiano Ronaldo surging forward. Douglas Costa, hopefully he gets in. He was fantastic, Champions League, dancing around defenders, burying the goal. So that's where I'm at. Again, Juve and Lazio parlay on the money line, -139. Just to wrap it up too, Juve have won every single match at home this year convincingly. It hadn't even been close. So make sure you lock that in. It's pretty good odds for what you're going to be seeing here. Newly promoted Lecce, a struggling AC Milan walking into those 2 stadiums. That is really all I have. 2 matches. Again, I've said it. Both teams to score over 2.5 goals, -120 for Freiburg hosting Eintracht Frankfurt. And then on the other side, you're going to look at Juve and Lazio. Parlay on the money line, -139. I'm looking up at the TV. Jamie Vardy's about to kick this ball off. Let's go, Gunners. Fuck it. Leicester, let's go, you two. Let's cash our banker. I really think they're going to roll them over here right now. But thank you so much for listening. There's going to be more content this week, and obviously I'll have another one of these videos out next week, most likely with a few more picks as I like what I'm seeing on the card. So thank you again. Subscribe to Pub Sports Radio's YouTube channel. I'm Cody Galhausen, the Squid on Twitter, Squid's Picks. Have a great day.